All right, we're back here inside One Muay Thai. Your host, Aaron Enright, alongside with me, my son, Alec Enright. Welcome back, Alec.
Yeah, it is great to be back into another recap, right, preview of the next One Fight Night championship fights coming on. That's the best thing about this. It happens every month. So you'll see us at least every single month.
That's not enough. They need
No.
to see us
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, every weekend.
Every weekend. There we go. I wish they did have it every weekend. A lot of fun. We are talking about the One Fight Night 36. That's going to be Friday, October 3rd, Lumpini Stadium, Bangkok, Thailand. Prime Video. Again, you can bet on this on FanDuel and DraftKings. But happening that same night, and before we get into the One Championship, we have even a bigger announcement of a fight, don't we? What's going to be happening on Friday, Alec?
On Friday, actually, Friday night, October 3rd, I'll be going out to Canada to fight on Fight Time Championship in Montreal, Quebec for the WKFQ belt.
That's awesome. And the person you're fighting is
Mahana Yahate from Quebec Apex Gym. So it'll be a great fight.
Yeah, two amazing fighters. That's going to be great. Did you get a chance? We'll put the link in here. They can check out that fight. I'm going to have the Enright Sportsbook and Lounge wide open with both fights. I'm going to have the One Championship on one TV, Alec on the other. It's going to be a great night for fights. So, but before we get into this One Championship, Fight Night 36, let's talk about what happened in the last time.
Let's get to it for sure.
Yeah, let's get to it. I will take my medicine. You were amazing 4 out of the 5.
Yeah.
I was not so much with 2 out of the 5, where, again, we started off with that Estupinan, Awada. You took Awada.
Of course.
If you watch the fight, we'll say this. Estupinan had won the first 2 rounds, and really, Awada needed at least a knockdown or a knockout, and boy, did he ever. Awada put it to him.
Yeah, that volume and pace of just that Japanese style K1 has just overcame Estupinan, and again, in the third round, Estupinan wasn't able to get back to it, and that was the fight.
Yeah, he got rocked with a left, and then after that, you could tell he was a little bit out of it, and Awada just took advantage of him, even with that jumping knee. It was incredible. So, congratulations on that. I did predict a KO. It was just the wrong person.
Wrong opponent.
Yeah. Then we went ahead and we had Jojo Ghazali. We both picked that one. That one seemed like a pretty simple one. We both had a KO. You had it second round. I had it third round. It was first round.
Yeah, he decided to get it done quick. Jojo Ghazali just looked so determined, so strong in that, which I thought we were going to see, but not that early in the man. But he just wanted to make a statement. He just wanted to get in there, and then get back out, and that's exactly what he did.
He made a huge statement. It was a great fight. Congratulations, Jojo Ghazali. Then we went with Shadow. We both saw this one as he was going to win this one. You said KO third round. You were right on the KO. It was second round. I thought decision. But we got a KO. Yeah. So we both saw Shadow as a strong fight by him. And things were looking good. Then we get to the main event. Where we both picked Jackie Boutin, Stella Hemmetsberger. She came out and was determined. She looked great.
Yeah, that she fought that fight amazing, right? She did exactly what she had to do. One thing that I saw that after that fight, One Championship actually posted the scorecards. Man, Jackie ended up winning 3 out of the 5 rounds by judges' scorecard. Like that, you'd be like, oh, well, then why didn't she win? In the first round, she got not once, but caught twice, evading a kick of Stella, and then got clipped, knocked down, which makes it a 10-7 round.
Wow.
Not a 10-8, 10-7, which drastically changed the outcome of that fight, and what gave Stella that belt.
It was an amazing fight. We forgot to mention the Rambolek, Dimitri Compton. Yeah. Again, we were at odds on this one. You took Rambolek with a decision. He got it done, a KO in the second round. And again, Dmitry Compton. The details were there.
Yeah.
I had it right on what I thought was going to happen, but again, this is why we love the one championship. Unpredictability. He got clipped with a left, and that took care of him. I mean, he was stunned and
not gonna lie, on both Rambolek and Shadow, it was kind of like they were both a little bit at odds and trying to pick up the pace because they probably weren't ahead after that first round, and then second round they just got it done.
And that's what you have to do, right? You have to adjust on that. So let's talk about one fight night 36 again. Lumpini Stadium. The excitement's always there.
Yeah, right back to it. Another great card of some great fighters. That main event is definitely what I'm looking forward to the most. With Prajanchai versus Jonathan Dibiela, the rematch of it. Personally knowing Prajanchai, this is going to be a great fight. And him being one of my favorite fighters on the Muay Thai circuit for sure.
Yeah. And I think when we first looked at it, we were like, this is okay. But then as more video that I started watching with some of these fighters, I grew a different appreciation as anybody who takes a look and watches these fighters and take a look at their skill set and see how is that going to result in that fight is just so much fun to do.
Yeah, definitely looking at it. If maybe you're still newer to one championship, you might be like, oh, like really, who are these guys? But these guys and girls in the first fight are very high level, great fighters coming from all different aspects, different promotions even that we'll kind of get into a little bit. Great gyms too, clashing against each other.
They only bring the best competition and the best strikers on the planet to the one championship. So let's start with that first one. We have Marie McManaman versus Selena Flores, the Teep Queen. That's an atom weight Muay Thai. Marie comes in. She's 0-1 the one championship, but her one fight was Alicia Helen Rodriguez for a title fight. I mean, she went in and stepped up and fought the very best talent in there. Then we take a look, and this is Selena Flores' debut fight in one championship. What do you see, Alec, in this fight?
Selena Flores, right? American, nicknamed the Teep Queen, uses her teeps a lot. I know she likes to say, like, well, everyone knows I'm going to throw the teep, but they don't stop it. Which is very true, right? She has a very good teep, very sneaky. Marie, though, yeah, I mean, looking at your one debut to be against the champ for the belt, I mean, whenever I was again doing my research on it and seeing that, it reminded me more of like Nabil Anane. His one championship debut was against a super high level fighter for the belt, and he ended up losing, right? Starting off 0-1. Now we see what he's been doing on the one championship scale. He's grown more confident in his ability. Now, maybe is that training? Is that because he started with Superlek? Who knows? But could we see the same thing out of Marie from the same thing? Fighting one of the best in the beginning, taking that L, but then just elevating against the next competition?
Well, training is the factor. I mean, she comes from the Knowlesy Academy, Jonathan Haggerty. There's an elite gym, and she's a tough fighter, right? She took a lot of blows from Alicia and just kept going. And so I love the teeps of Selena Flores. I think they will be effective. She uses them well. I don't know. I think Marie McManaman, for me, I think she comes out victorious in this one as well. She's a tough fighter. I think she can get through those. If she can move, not get deep.
Right.
But everybody has.
Right.
I think it's going to be, for me, Marie McManaman in a decision.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I do think, again, Selena Flores as her teeps will work. I'm just very interested to see how they'll work now in the one championship stage. Different from, RWS or just traditional Muay Thai, where it's a little bit more point scoring. The punches don't really matter. And those teeps do very well at keeping her at range and setting up a bunch of different things. So I am interested to see, how those will work in the one championship stage with the small gloves in her first time going at it. Again, I think she might just, who knows, maybe be a little overwhelmed the different gloves and different strategy now that she has to take. I think she can cope to it, but same thing. I am predicting Marie to get it done just by having more experience against Marisha in the one championship stage. Who knows? We could be seeing another story starting off 0-1 and then make her title run again and then face Alicia again later on. So yeah, I do agree. I do have Marie taking this one as well against Flores. Decision.
Okay, so we agree on the
Yeah, I
first
do
one.
agree on that one.
And I agree. You know, the difference in this is, again, those 3-ounce gloves make a huge difference. You know, getting hit with those compared to you never have, it can make a difference.
It could. You know, will it? I don't know. I guess we'll see Friday night. But at least prediction-wise, that's what I got.
All right. For our second fight, it's a flyweight Muay Thai. That's Joshua against Akif the King Gulazada. Joshua is 8-2 in Muay Thai here in the One Championship, 60-22-2 in lifetime. And then we go take a look at Akif. He's 3-0 in Muay Thai, 1-0 kickboxing in One Championship, and then 19-3 lifetime. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, this is going to be a great fight. Again, like first looking at it, I was like, oh, okay. And then really, again, doing more of the video research and looking at these two guys' style. Keith doesn't like to lose, 19-3. I mean, and undefeated here in the One Championship stage. He puts on a great show to skill on display whenever he fights. But then you have Joshua. It's a very high level, very smart IQ fighter. I mean, obviously, you see his lifetime record over 70, 80 fights. I mean, he has that IQ and knows when to place his shot. So I think this one's going to be good. This one's going to be good for sure. All of them are going to be good.
Well, and Joshua, his last 3 fights were all knockouts.
Yeah.
So his last loss was Kongthoranee, which we'll talk about here in a minute. He has great high kicks. He comes from a high-level gym, Swords at Japan. But then when you take a look at Akif, he made his at 2. Again, training makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
When you're at a gym that's just high elite fighters, and there's a lot of those there. And again, Akif, last 2 of his last 3 fights have been knockout. Again, this is going to be an interesting, and honestly, even right up to this moment, I don't know what my prediction is. I know we have to make one.
I have one. You know, the confidence level on it could be very iffy, just because. I mean, you can watch it. I mean, watching all the film and watching all the fight replays, and like, okay, it's just like, man, it's both these guys. I mean, what's gonna happen? You know, it's going to be a great show to watch. It's going to be a great fight to watch if you can watch one of them between these two guys. On the prediction side, yeah, it's going to be really hard. To start off, though, I'll start it off. I do have Keith winning this one. I haven't decided too much if it's going to be decision or knockout. I do feel like, you know, someone will probably get knocked out this fight. I was thinking that at first, like, oh, someone's going to get knocked out. But they both are knockout artists clashing against each other. They're going to respect each other, play it both more on the smart side, you know. Oh, who knows? I might go Akif with a decision win here.
Okay. Well, we're going to go at odds on this one because, again, I really like the guy. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But we have to make a prediction. So I think it's a decision. There's a very good chance somebody gets knocked out. But I think they're going to be at that skill level that they're hesitant to go in there and just blast away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go by decision on this one.
See.
All right.
That should be another first round knockout that always happens in there.
All right. Well, here comes another one that even to this time, I don't know what to do. Kongthoranee, one of my favorites. As soon as I saw him fight, I was like, my God, I love this guy. He now fights Asmajan Ortikov. He comes in 8-0, One Championship, 22-0 lifetime. So he is undefeated. But he's fighting Kongthoranee, who's 11-3 in One Championship, 72 and 17-1 lifetime.
Yeah.
So we're talking about some high-level fights, just like in the last one, where we have somebody like Kongthoranee who has just all that experience. He's fought some really good ones. He's beat Nong O, but then lost to him on the rematch. Nakrab, Fairtex, and then he beat Joshua Yai, the last one. And then he lost a decision to Superlek. So he's fought some strong pedigree.
100%. I mean, it's that clash between the Thai and European style that we've been seeing going back and forth. the European presence of Muay Thai has really been taking a lift off here, right? Seeing these guys come in. I mean, we just saw on the last card, not the one fight night, but the Lumpini, right? Friday night fights, Lumpini, where you see a lot of more of that Thai versus Thai or Thai versus European that are living in Thailand, and most of the Europeans have started to rise above the occasion, even though they lack the experience there, and start to just know what to do in those and just kind of throw crazy stuff that catches.
It's a different style. They're not used to it because they're used to other Thais who are traditionally same style.
So that's what I've been reading in mostly on which one's going to prevail here in this fight.
All right. Well, then you get to Ortikov. He's like an attack dog. Every weapon is dangerous. He's elusive. He's sneaky. He's fast. He beat Petsumvit, Deduanglek, and Pompet, who's also a PK Senshai. Mitch Chilson, I love this. He characterized him as a Rubik's Cube made out of hand grenades because you just can't figure them out. And if you can't figure them out, the hand grenades can explode. So with that being said, I hate doing this because I love Kongthoranee. And the last time I bet against him, Kongthoranee won. But I think I got to take Ortikov. I think I got to see him undefeated. I think he's just going to go and attack. And I've seen Kongthoranee, whenever he's getting attacked instead of being on the attack, it changes the dynamic for him. And again, I think those styles are different, and we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, it's kind of going against what I normally think, because I always do love taking the ties here. You know, again, I do love watching Kongthoranee. He's a very smart fighter, very great fighter in the ring that's fought against the greats, right? Nongo, twice, right? Nongo, super. Like, he has the experience and he has the IQ to do it all. Just about how that fight's going to go that night. Ortikov, again, being that European rabid attack dog. He's making his way up. I do think he's hungry enough to win this one. And I do have Ortikov winning by knockout.
Yeah. That's great. Did I say what I wanted? I think
Ortikov.
Ortikov, I think I'm going to go decision. Right. Again, if you take a look at it, and this is a pretty important thing for me, for both of them, they both have knockout power, right? Yeah. However, if you take a look at most of the results, they're by decision. So I'm going by the odds, the statistics, and that's where I'm going to take it.
I almost feel like if it does go to decision, Kongthoranee might take it. I think Ortikov has to make it a little bit more dangerous fight to get that. So I don't know. We'll see. But I do have Ortikov either which way. I think this European style of the just unexpected hand grenade fight will be interesting.
There's one thing that you won't have to worry about is the confidence level, because that kid's confidence level is off the charts. Yeah. So let's see what happens with that. That's one of the ones that I really
I don't normally bet against the ties, but this one, I'm gonna take a little different.
All right. Then our main event. This is a strawweight world championship. It's going to be a rematch. So this is the second time Prajan Chai PK Senshai versus Jonathan DiBella. And and again, I'll let you talk here first. You've been around PK Senshai. That's where you trained. You got to see Prajan Chai. You got to spar with him. What are we looking for with him?
Man, the same thing that we saw last fight, honestly. Just the adapting into the rounds, because DiBella was winning most of that, getting into there, until Prajan Chai just started to turn it on, right? You kind of see it. I think it was like midway through second, where all of a sudden Prajan Chai, boom, just started clicking everything on, made it just his fight throughout the rest of that fight. Because watching in the beginning, you're like, wow, DiBella. And DiBella, he's a really great fighter. He is. His training's off the charts. But again, Prajan Chai, again, a little bit more of a biased pick here, just because I do personally really like Prajan Chai, seeing him training, with the same trainer as him.
Which we have to stop right now. Are we going to see Crater Wong in his favorite shirt?
I don't know. I know they changed up most of the you have to wear the one championship clothing. P. Wong normally always wears that striped black and white shirt. His lucky
always see
fight
it.
shirt. Always. My fights, Talon Chai's fight, Project Chai's fight. Any one of his fighters that he coaches, he would always wear that shirt. But I know One Lupini making their brand, trying to make people wear the one championship shirts makes sense, but then you kind of get rid of a little bit more funness in there that you always see the same shirt over and over again. Yeah, I don't know if we'll see it this time. I don't think so.
Well, the things that I saw out of Project Chai, same thing. He turned it up. He's a traditional Muay Thai fighter, right? So he's had, fights in the one championship, but I don't know if you do this. This is going to be his 400th fight.
Jeez.
So we're talking, and he's 30 years old. So he's in Thailand. If you're not aware, it's mostly traditional. It's 5 rounds, where the first 3 rounds really don't count. It's always turned in that 4th and 5th round where you could lose the first 3, but win the 4th and 5th, and you're going to win that fight. And so you saw a lot of that in this fight as well. Is that he started kind of moving in that 3rd and 4th, and certainly the 5th, where he started to really turn it on. And unfortunately for DiBella, he started playing that game. He allowed that to occur instead of fighting his own fight, using his length. He didn't use his length as well because Project Chai, his counters are ridiculous.
Ridiculously fast, precise,
elusive. You don't know it's going to. So if he can keep his distance, get in there, get out of there, don't get countered, I think that, he's going to have a lot better chance. Don't play that Project Chai game.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you need to do. What DiBella needs to do is fight his own pace, right? Let him, which is very hard to do against someone that has about 400 fights now, but try and dictate the pace, right? You go when you want to go. You don't go when you don't want to go, right? Don't get lost in getting scored on, letting him evade, and let him control the pace. Because as soon as Project Chai controls that pace, it's game over from there. He's going to control it. He's going to make you miss. He's going to make you pay. He's going to make you look silly, and just do what he does.
All right. So do you have a prediction for
I do. I do have Project Chai winning and keeping that in a unanimous decision. I think their fights have been great fights, and Project Chai is normally more of the precise. He'll hit you. Can KOs happen? Yes, but I do think this one, I hope it goes all the way because this is going to be a great fight to watch and to just be able to enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I think we talked about a little bit off camera. Jonathan DiBella actually was doing a little training with somebody Regin Ursel. He's a 6-time kickboxing world champion. So I think getting some of that advice on how to take on somebody like Project Chai makes a huge difference. For me, I love storylines. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll read into them because a lot of times that's going to happen. So my prediction is going to be Jonathan DiBella. I'm going to go KO 3rd round because I think that if he sticks around for the 5th round, he doesn't win this. Unless he does some damage in the first 2 rounds that, he gets way up. But I'm going to go with a 3rd round knockout DiBella because I think the one championship wants to put on DiBella Project Chai 3.
Yeah. That would be a great one.
Yeah, who knows in that. Well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe and like and do all those things and share this. We will be coming to you on Friday. I'm not sure if we're going to have you on board or not.
Probably won't be. That'll be fight day morning, and I will most likely be weighing in, ready for my own. But I'll be watching. I'll be tuning in after my fight and seeing as many results that I can, and hopefully get another good outcome from this one.
Yeah, well, good luck with your outcomes, but more importantly, good luck in that fight. We're super proud of you here. And again, thank you for tuning in to Inside One Muay Thai. Talk to you soon.